and for me, for 15 years. And a bittersweet moment, since this is our farewell season. But you were, of course, a wonderful audience. Nearly as good as the matinee today. And I want to thank you all, especially our invisible star in Düsseldorf, England. I'm reminded of my student days in the 50s, really, of last century, when I invented some of these characters. They said to me in Melbourne, don't go to Sydney with this because they just won't get it. To Melbourne. In Sydney they said, a few years later, they said, we'll never go to England with the act because it's too Australian. They won't comprehend it in England. And quite a few years later, in London they said, well, don't go to the States because, as we all know, Americans have absolutely no sense of humour. Rivaled only by the Germans. So that was fine until only a few years ago now, in New York, they said, well, quite funny, but never ever take the show to Melbourne, Florida. And they were right. So thanks again. You were great. And just promise me one simple thing. Promise me that you will all, each and every one of you, all turn up with your friends and family to my next farewell show.